You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Amanda Claus has another tutorial for you. She got this Stamp Perfect tool in her Blitzy Black Friday order. So I thought I would test it out and do a demo and see how we go. I've not used this before. This is new to me. It's new to you. I know it actually, Blitzy was one of the first places to get them in stock. So let's see how this thing goes. I was working on some cards for a friend. I have a crafty friend who doesn't like card making, and I thought I would do some simple cards for her. Forgive my door banging, it's a little windy today. So this is the Hampton Arts Stamp Perfect tool. As you know, mine is a wee bit wonky. I've got my magnets, which I'm just going to pop off to the side for a minute. Now, I have to figure out what flourish I'm going to use, but I have a whole heap of cards where I have just inked the edges. These are what we're working on. There's about a dozen of them where I've just inked the edges, done different designs. I'll be pulling those off. I just put them there because I found them. I did have some that are supposed, that go that way, just because I wanted a few different things, and I've got my distress inks. So what I'm going to do is pop this in here. Whoa, these magnets are so strong. So I'm just popping this in my thing, and I've got some stamps. So what I want to do is, you want to see, I may have to wet the back of this one. I kind of just want to see how I want to do it. I'm just adding a little flourish. So like with the Misty or the We Are Memory Keepers tool, you put your stamp in like that, you push it down, and it should stick. As I said, the back of this stamp may need a bit of a clean, which I'll grab a, let's see, nope, that's fine. So now this is a pink, and I've used the Picked Raspberry Distress ink, which is, knowing my luck, yep, is going to be right down the bottom. So I pull out the Picked Raspberry from my mini distress inks, and I ink up my stamp. Now, one of the things I really thought was good about this is that you can layer up, and as these cards are going to have colours that are similar in colour on them, and I'm just dabbing this all over. I do have the big pad of this, but honestly, I use my minis way more than I use the big pads. I find it less mess. I'm not getting ink everywhere that I don't want it. So that should be inked up enough now. I'm just going to pop the lid back on that. Flip it over. Are you ready? This is my first time using this. I'll just make sure there's no little bits in the way, and we go and push it down, and it's supposed to give a nice even, whoops, there goes something from the last tutorial. I will pick that up after I'm done. Let me have a look. Okay, see, now it hasn't stamped properly down the bottom. I'm going to lift that up because it won't, as you can see. So I'm just going to go back, ink the bottom of this, because I'm happy with the depth of colour on the rest of it. The reason that I like the idea of being able to go back over what I do is sometimes things don't ink properly. And maybe this would be better if I moved it up, which we'll try on the next one. Let me just wipe off the excess ink on my thing. Flip. And here. Now, what I am noticing is I can tell you exactly why that is not working where I want it to. And I know for the next one I do what not to do, which is don't butt it up right against here, because this is what's stopping me from stamping. So make sure you move it into a different spot, which we'll do for the next one. Actually, what I may do is just do a rough look of where I want this. It's about there. Hang on. Just trying to line this stamp up as good as I can with what's done, and I'll pick it up and have one more go, only re-inking that end bit. As I said, oh, actually, even then it just did the stamping that I wanted almost, but I'll just pop this in, pop a smidge of ink on the bottom because that's all I need, and then try it again. As I said, I am new to this stamp press. I've not used it before. I've not used a stamp press before, so it's a new thing for me. There we go. Now, the thing I like about this is I can repeat this process very easily. Now, here you go. That is the stamp side. It took a couple of goes. As I said, I now know not to butt it right up against the edge. So that's the first card, and as I have another pink card, I'm going to do the same thing, only this time I'm going to have to put it in a different spot. And what I like is you've got guide points to where you can actually lay out your stamp. These magnets, as I said, are super crazy strong. Really, really strong magnets, which is good because you want to hold a card as a couple of layers, like there's 3 layers there, so I want that held in place. I'm going to just give this a quick dab off, just so that I don't, and I think I'll come up this way this time, and then I'm just going to pull the stamp over, push, push, pick up, ink. Like, how cool is this? This is amazing. Like, this was only $14.50, and this is the budget end of the scale. I did look at the We Are Memory Keepers, and there were things I liked about it. The only thing that stopped me from getting the We Are Memory Keepers is this was cheaper by quite a few dollars, by about $10, and it was also magnetic. And also, I just didn't think I would use something as big as the We Are Memory Keepers one. I'm not liking this end bit butting in with your stamp, though. I will be honest and say that. That kind of bugs me. Let's see. Oh, so now I can see that this didn't turn out at the top as much as I wanted. That's my fault. I wasn't pressing as hard at the top. So I will come back, re-ink the top bit, and make sure I press this time. And that should have, nope, it didn't quite fix that top problem, so I'll just re-ink again. It may just be not inking properly, so I see that the ink's there, and it may also be that it's close to another edge. Like, I'm thinking that that's the one thing I'm not liking, is that the edge of these is kind of stopping it from stamping as well as I'd like. There we go, that's much better. So now I slide that one out, and that's it. It's that simple. This is just a 1, 2, 3 tool. It's put your stamp in. As I said, this is just a very simple set of cards I'm doing for a friend. I have some circles I punched out. If I can find the right envelope. Well, that I'm just going to ink around and let her put her own sentiments in. So that will just be the card. Very simple, just really sweet. I just thought if I made her a pack of those, that would be a really nice little gift. I may even put some washi or some ribbon down here. I haven't decided yet, but I wanted something that was super quick and simple. So that's it. That's me demoing the Hampton Arts stamp press. Blitzy are hoping to get some more back in stock, so I'm sure they will. I'm really impressed with this. As I said, the only thing I don't like is the feeling that these bits are not flexible enough for you to be able to stamp with a bigger stamp. I'm sure if I was stamping this way, I might be able to get a better image. Let me see if I've got one of the cards with the... Yep, okay, so we'll try this card. I'll just line it up back here because we want enough room for the stamp to do what it's going to do, and I'll just give this stamp a wipe down, and I don't think I have... I think I've just used picked raspberry on all of these just because it seemed like a good choice. So what I'm going to do is pop this down this way because I know that on this one the circle is actually going to be in this spot to cover this spot up. So we pick it up, put it down, press down, pick it up, ink up your stamp. This is really cool. I'm really liking this as something that I can go back and re-stamp things, because there's nothing worse. I actually have a little darling stamp, and it's a beautiful stamp. It's a little girl shopping, but it doesn't ink very well. Like, it doesn't stamp very well. It comes out very faint. So being able to stamp over that a couple of times is going to be a really, really good thing. So, yep, we can see I just missed a little bit at the top and bottom. So we just ink those bits up again. And actually, I think I'll do this a little bit darker. So we'll just ink the whole thing again. Just making sure to ink over every spot a couple of times just to make sure it's tapped on. And we go and we just make sure we press down at all the pivotal points so that everything... You could easily probably just roll a brayer over the top of this, would probably be a really good way to do it. And just push that one spot I missed. There we go. And that is it lengthways. Honestly think I would like this. I love it. Don't get me wrong, it's going to be a tool I use a lot, but I honestly feel like I would like it a bit more if it was just a little bit bigger, and maybe if these little bits were flexible, or as I said, if these bits were outside of your stamping zone more, so that you had a bit more room to stamp. So I really hope you enjoyed this and that you got to see the stamp press in action. Okay, my magnets are being weird. Okay. Anyway, so that is just the Hampton Arts stamp press. $14.50 in the Blitzy Black Friday sale. Probably not going to be able to pick it up as cheap as that, to be honest, but it is, I think it's worth the investment if you're a card stamper. If you're looking to stamp bigger things, I would probably honestly suggest trying the We Are Memory Keepers, or investing in the bigger Misty. However, now that this is out, I am sure other companies are going to start bringing theirs out, and I'm also pretty sure that we will find bigger versions of these soon as well. As I said, I don't need that much more room. I just think that if this was outside of the stamping zone just a little bit more, it would be a little bit better. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. And you've learnt a little bit more about the Stamp Perfect tool from Hampton Arts. This is a new tool. This is one of the few things that I can give a review on and say, hey, this is new. I like it. As I said, it's going to take a little getting used to. I do wish a few things about it were different. However, for under $15, I can't complain. I'm going to enjoy using this. As you can see, it stamps really well. Even if you have to stamp a couple of times, you get really crisp images. As I said, I'm making a set of cards for a friend where I've just sort of done a sidebar of paper and am just doing a few different things, and we'll leave it, most of them sentiment free, so that she can make her own sentiments, because I think that way she can just customize it to what she needs. I will talk to you soon, my angels and devils. I am rambling. I am so sorry. I'm so excited to have new tools to play with, and this is one of them. I may just do a demo of the mini alpha punch board, but I might leave that until I can find the dies I want to make a banner, because I think that would be much more fun to have it be a part of a tutorial or some such. If you enjoyed this product review, please click the like button. It means the world to me, and it also helps me with YouTube now, which is the thumbs up. If you're not one of my incredible, amazing subscribers, please click that subscribe button. You'll be joining the most incredible community of people, and you're sure to find amongst my subscribers at least half a dozen or more channels that you will want to subscribe to. I am telling you now, I have some phenomenal subscribers who have amazing channels of their own. So I wish you a Merry Vlogmas, I wish you a Merry Vlogmas, I wish you a Merry Vlogmas, and the vlog ends right.